Okay, I had to watch a YouTube tutorial to find out how to get another ending. So, we have just left Chao Chang's job. After the museum, we're here. Zhao Zhangchen, a botanical curator from the Colvin Museum of Natural History and the current tenant of your mind. Behind the moments of occasional bashfulness, you come to realize that Chow exudes a confidence you'd like to see more of. He sent you a picture of his lunch yesterday, with his face in the corner and his hand brought up in a peace sign. Not the peace sign. It's been 1 or 2 weeks since the Jane Avery job has been wrapped up. Yet, unlike the usual one time job partners, it seems both of you still want each other's company. Nothing too intense, just occasional texting. It started with light chatting, and sometimes you'd send each other pictures of your daily activities. Ooh. It's slightly embarrassing, you think? Like a high school girl having a crush for the first time. You haven't met him since he showed you around their museum storage rooms, but you wish he would just appear. Girl, he is stalking you. He will just appear at some point. Right in front of you. One day, afternoon. Dot, dot, dot. A bunch of more dots. You open your eyes, arms stiff from the weight of your head. The world comes into focus as you blink and rub your eyes. There are rows of bookshelves, reading tables, and in front of you sits Chow, looking up from a book. Uh, um, uh, I'm sorry, Neural. I saw you sleeping with your stuff out in the open, but I didn't want to disturb you. I wanted to look after it until you wake up. He looks sheepish. You, however, must look even more so. A quick scan of the table in front of you shows an open laptop, several work-related papers, and your ID holding lanyard. You quickly put the last item around your neck, not wanting to lose it again. Thanks, Chow. Sorry for the bother. Not at all. I was surprised to see you here, though. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You've been following me. You knew I would be here. You come here often? His expression immediately turns into one of embarrassment, having just realized what he said. Wait, I didn't mean it like... In a rare, clumsy gesture, he rubs the back of his head, placating your worries about being the only one nervous. It really has been a while since you last met Chow. The sound of your chuckles seemed to ease the young man. Usually every Tuesday. I didn't expect to find you here either. I only come here occasionally, when I'm off work early. Isn't it a bit far from the museum? Dot, dot, dot. I like this side of the city more. You like this side of the city more because that is where I am. How come I've never seen you here before? I usually sit in the single cubicles upstairs. It's full today, not sure why. How did you know it was me anyway? I had my head down. Girl, he knows you right, left, front, back, inside, outside. He knows every particle of your hair, where it sits on your face. He could tell from miles away. Oh, look, I'd recognize you from a mile away. I know we've been talking, but it's nice to finally see you again, Neural. There it is again. A gentle confidence comes in whenever he sees fit. An obvious attempt at wooing, yet a far cry from the crassness you've had your fair share of seeing when others do so. Slow and careful, like the trickle of a watering can on a dear garden bud. You feel your cheeks warm. Me too, Chow. Sorry for not arranging a meetup sooner. I've been catching up at the museum, but today's a little slower. It's okay, you don't need to apologize. I've been real busy too. How many tours did they make you handle this past week? 4. Still far from your bet. Not sure if I should be upset or happy for you. Happy, please. My social battery is barely surviving the week. What about you? I just received an on-call this morning. 1 in the morning. Gosh, that sounds awful. You jokingly groan and he laughs. Is that why you're sleeping today? Yeah, I'm used to it, but it still gets too much sometimes. You tilt your laptop screen inwards, peeking past it to the book slipped between Chow's fingers. Wordlessly, he raises it to your eye level. His rosy gaze searches your face as it falls into recognition and amusement. You could just ask me, you know. Chow smiles at the book's cover. An aged beige slab with Embalmer's Handbook, Basic Anatomy, emblazoned, and deep mahogany across it. Consider it preparatory reading for Miss Neural's class. Oh? Since when do I have classes? Just now, when you offered to answer all my questions. Ah! He is slick. He is slick. You roll your eyes affectionately, and a smile widens. But seriously, are you interested in embalming? I am. Whenever I'm here on break, I like to read books on random topics. Random. Please. Since my time at the funeral home and with you, I got a new perspective on a lot of things. Really? Like what? Like preservation as a form of love. Huh? Herm? I mean, that's what I do in my job too. But it's definitely different from what you do. You get to know someone, care for them, and you want to keep what you can of them even beyond the grave. I know your job is much more than embalming, but that's the most exciting part for me. It's like people want to buy time, no? Feel like deceased is still alive, even for just a few days longer. You're reading way more into this job than I am, bud. The words hang in the air. Your job has many ways to look at it. Scary, respectable, sacred, tedious, mechanical. You too have experienced all those at least once in your career, but you've always liked the more tender views of it. Beneath your scalpel and above the cold tray lies an illusion of a life you're trying to keep, even for a minute longer. ... Sorry if it was offensive. No, not at all. Sorry, I was thinking. I'm honored. You have a good understanding of what I do, but you're wrong about one thing. You say it kindly, wanting to share rather than correct. Chow raises an inquisitive eyebrow. You get to know someone, care for them, and you want to keep what you can of them even beyond the grave. I don't actually know the people I handle, and they don't know me, which is normal, of course, but there's a dissonance I think only people like me experience. I do all these procedures, I know their tattoos, scars, and everything. I'm quite literally sending them off to be buried or cremated. You think of the amount of time you've become lost in thought in the morgue. The family said they were a rock climber. No wonder their hands are calloused. A bunch of fake scars on their knees. Must have had a rowdy childhood. Defined smile lines with children sobbing their eyes out in the lobby. A beloved grandfather. If I had to be completely honest, what about you? What would they say about you? There's a desire in your heart to understand and to be understood, for once. For me, it's incredibly honorable. How far will you go? And incredibly lonely. ... You look back at Chow, enraptured by your little explanation. He tilts his head ever so slightly, hanging on to every word like a lifeline. Was that oversharing? You really hope it wasn't. Suddenly self-conscious, you look around the library. Look. What? No one is seated near your table, and you've kept your voices low enough so far. It shouldn't be an issue. I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me. I'll be thinking about it. A wave of relief washes over you. Your words seem to make a good impression on him. In an obvious gesture, he scoots his book away from him. You're way more entertaining than this book. You find yourself scoffing in good nature. Well, my class does not include anatomy courses, so you better pick that up again. He laughs, a sweet sound that swells your pride whenever you earn it. The air lightens immediately. The conversation, though back in its casual state, still leaves you with an ever-growing appreciation for Chow and his attention. In the comfortable silence, both of you seem to notice that you've absolutely not touched your files since you woke up. Are you going to work again? Nope, I'm beat. What are you doing after this? Nothing, but since you're here, there's a souvenir store up north. It has a photo booth. Want to check it out together? Yes! I already mentally prepared for you if you say no. Come to think of it, it is pretty sudden, and we have work tomorrow. Your words rise and fall in a teasing tone. He plays along, shoulders drooping in a surprisingly expressive manner. Another new Chow expression unlocked. You think warmly, oh, okay, Neural. Guess I'll go alone. But since you asked really nicely, let's go. Small laughs escape the two of you. Then should we go now? It's nearly sunset. He returns his book as you gather your belongings. Together you step outside. Pinkish streaks scar the sky, a sign of the sun's incoming rest. People mill about on the sidewalks, and a volume of vehicles is starting to form on the road. Traffic. You settle yourself on the back of Chow's motorcycle. I bet he smells so good. He always seems to bring an extra helmet, you think. Just in case I am here. Around 5 minutes later, you arrive at the destination. The analog photo booth is snuggled in a well-lit store, private and warm. You notice it at the exact same time its curtains flutter in the air. A boy runs outside it, followed by a girl. He raises the photo strip high above his head, making her frown and try to reach for it. Hey, let me look at the result. I wasn't ready, you'll make fun of me. I won't. The lively boy lowers his hand, a cheeky smile still plastered on his face. His companion takes the photo and looks at it closely. The more her eyes go down, the wider her smile becomes. You look dumb. Anything to make you smile, my lady? Aw, that's cute. He flourishes about and his companion clicks her tongue affectionately, ruffling his thick hair. That's precious. You're making people stare. Embarrassment shows on the lively boy's face as you lock eyes. He sheepishly takes the other's hand and scurries away. So full of energy. It's cute. Makes me miss high school a little. Do you still keep in touch with your high school friends? Not intensely. No, I don't. I don't think the others like Owen does either. Chow opens his mouth to say something but refrains. Huh? What were you gonna say about Owen, huh? Nothing. We should get the token first. Not wanting to linger at the entrance too long, you purchase a token from the cashier and head straight to the booth. It's cozy, curtained in velvet with a leather chair barely enough for two. It's barely ever enough for two. You sidle up next to Chow, arms touching. I wonder if it's intentionally that way. You've been here before? I'm a regular at this store, but I have no one to try the booth with until now. You avert your gaze. Avert. He does the same. And it occurs to you both that this might be the closest your faces have ever been. The booth is small, and your thighs are touching. It feels different than when it happened on his motorcycle. Chow holds back a cough. I'll start it. You nod in silence, afraid of blurting out something that would haunt you for the next 7 nights. That's so very specific, 7 nights. After inserting the token, your timer starts. It takes 4 shots in total, with only a few seconds in between. You and Chow laugh as you struggle to pose in time. It seems you're both still a little awkward with each other, in a sweet way. You exit the booth the same way the teenagers from earlier did, happy and blushing. Aw, this is so cute. Even though he's crazy. We should really prepare some poses next time. It can't be that bad. We'll see in a few minutes. You and Chow stand beside the booth, waiting for the developed film to fall in the tray. What was it that you wanted to say before? Oh, that? If you don't mind me asking, are you close with Owen? Why do you want to know? Not really. He's never been the approachable type, but he's nice to me. We were locked out of high school once because we were late and had to climb the back gate. He hoisted me up. He smiles at the antidote, but it doesn't reach his eyes. Oh, he is not feeling Owen. Why? Nothing, just curious. ... Chow, are you jealous? Girl, it's a little early to be bringing up jealousy. No? Convincing, but you don't believe it. He's a friend and a client, nothing more. I know. The tension in his shoulders was quick and released as soon as he sighed. He seems to notice you staring. Sorry, Neural, I don't mean to be. Hey, it's okay, I don't mind. You are lucky you're cute, you get away with it. Interesting. He's always so collected. One wouldn't easily guess that he'd be the jealous type. Girl, you don't even know. A gentle smile returns to his face. But, gate climbing, Neural? I'd love to see that. I'm retired, sorry. Oh, really? I mean, this banter is just so cute. So cute, so natural, even the awkward shyness, it makes me cannot wait for my own romance. It's the kind you like to read about in books and see in movies. It's not overly cheesy, it's not like annoying, it's not like forced banter that just seems like it's trying to be like way too clever and witty. It just seems natural and nice. It's interesting that I'm saying that when he is a psychopath. Obsessed with this lady. Aw, really? In the shop's comfortable ambiance, the idle chatter with Chow feels natural. Suddenly, something in the booth whirs, and Chow pops his head back in the curtains. Why is my face splotched out? Is that my ear? Why does my ear look weird? Pulling out, He provides a single strip of 4 black and white photos. He holds it up, and you look from beside him. Cute. The man chuckles in agreement and points to one of the shots. I wasn't ready in this one. I was laughing. Oh, you look great. There is still a sting of awkwardness in the way you both position yourselves, but it adds to the charm nonetheless. Chow's smile beams in the monochromatic image. Yours shines just as bright. As if by instinct, you steal a glance at Chow's actual face. His cheeks are rosy, and he looks back at you. I wonder what he smells like. Clean rain, fresh laundry. Do you want to split the strip? A nod is all you can muster. Oh, her heart must be fluttering. He procures a small pair of scissors from his bag and splits the strip in half. Why do you have scissors in your bag? Why do you just have scissors in your bag? Which one do you want? This one. I told you I wasn't ready. I still think it's cute. Before he can move it out of your reach, you take the strip from his hands. Hey, I'm keeping this. Fine, as long as you're happy. You spend some time browsing the gift shop. The sky is getting darker on the horizon, past the tall city buildings. You feel signs of drowsiness too. Chow takes you home, and you bid him goodbye at your apartment door. What's about to happen? After a good shower, you reunite with your bed. You fall into a happy dream. You can't remember what it is, though. The next morning, you don't have pending work today, and you stretch your arms comfortably. The scent of freshly washed sheets invites you to stay longer under the blanket. Yesterday's events come back to you. You can see the photo booth strip on your table. The warmth creeps back to your cheeks. Getting to know Chow has been a welcome addition to your day-to-day life. Despite the Linglyum Museum being a bit far from your side of the city, it seems Chow does a lot of activities here. Well, more opportunities to see each other then. As the clock ticks further, you finally gather the strength to leave the embrace of the bed. You head over to your laptop as the picture re-enters your mind again. There's much about Chow you don't know yet, and you have a feeling that there's way more to him than what meets the eye. I thought it was like a truck again. What is with the ominous music? I just woke up. And you have a feeling that there's more to him than what meets the eye. A little sleuthing won't hurt. Everyone does this to the object of their affection at least once, right? I would agree. You open a browser and type Zhao Jingchen into the search bar. The first few articles relate to his job as a botanical curator. Some articles on the Linglyum Museum of Natural History's official website mention him, and others on various projects. He has a bachelor's degree in biology. Girl, where are you getting all this from? And took a specialization in botany. A quick delve into the university's academic archives, you find a public version of Chow's published final paper. He wrote a paper on toxicology research. More specifically, phytotoxicology, the study of plant-based toxins and their effects. I'm telling you, he wanted to learn about poisoning. Unfamiliar with the terms and still a little too drowsy to pay too much attention, you decide to give the lengthy document a quick skim. Until a familiar image comes into frame, the heart's undertaker. A live one, bloomed and vividly modeled. Unlike the counterpart you saw a while ago, suspended in liquid preservations. You decide to bookmark the document first. So is that saying that the one he showed looks like it's been used, assumedly by him, versus, I mean, if it's supposed to be like preserved so well, it should look like the one in this picture, right? But it isn't from her memory. I'll dig deeper. Like the node of a spider web, another name comes to your mind. Is it Owen? You open a new tab and type in Jane Avery. There's a significant difference in the number of results. There are a dozen of articles, and the Images tab contains plenty of her pictures. As dark-haired and severe as the day you last saw her. Though it seems that none of these are personal writings by her or about her life. It's mostly professional reports and articles. She was a businesswoman working in trade and the economy. Chow's testimony of her being an enjoyer of art and preservation seems to be true. There are photos of her in museums. Curiosity unsatiated, you clicked on the pages at the end of the search browser, hoping to find something with more information. your wish comes true. Some obscure forms mention distrust in her and her company, and even question her personal relations. Ooh, about her son. Come to think of it, you really don't know why Owen and Jane were so distant. Well, I mean, low-key, that's none of your business. Such thoughts about your client and friends make you reprimand yourself, but you can't help the silent wondering. Before you know it, you look up Owen too. Girl's got 3 tabs up. One for Owen, one for Jane Avery, and one for Loverboy, whose name I forgot. Pink Flower Boy. Ciao. Nothing much catches your eye, but there is a picture of him on a professional network platform. You split the tab into 2, pulling up Jane's front-facing photo next to it. A splitting image of raven hair and pale skin, but it's effortless to see where the resemblances end. Ooh, we're about to get her face uncovered, I think. Where the son has fear in his eyes, the mother has pride, as virulent as the day she lay on your metal bed. Dark eyes, pale skin, and a pink that travels from her lips to blotches on her cheeks. You wonder if Owen has a birthmark like that somewhere too. If he were to lay on a morgue, you'd know it. That's an interesting little thought. ... You've already disliked the way your mind travels to the dark, blindly waving its hand to find something. Anything. There's a quiet ringing in your blood. You take a deep breath and close your laptop. The clock is ticking. It doesn't feel long for the sun to color the sky orange and lavender. You spend the day doing your hobbies, occasionally texting Chow in between. What are you working on? It's a secret. I'll show you soon. Oop. That sounds ominous. You put down your phone and stretch. Outside your window, a diorama comes to mind. Thought it said diarrhea at first. Small vertical specks walk by the sidewalk, and wheeled vehicles streak the gray asphalt roads. Everyone has their own lives. In solitary moments like these, your thoughts haze in manners you can't pinpoint. Above it all is a desire to share this silence. The familiar ring of your phone breaks the quiet. Is she gonna be like, hey, I'm outside your door? You nearly jump at the sound of it. A habit you've surprisingly taken up since you've started liking Chow. To your disappointment, rather than surprise, Ash's voice comes out of the speaker. Hello? Neural, where are you now? The familiar question and the less familiar serious tone of Ash's voice. This is an on-call demand. My apartment. I'm free. We've got a release from the ME. Overdose. He's autopsied and the family's signing the papers now. I don't want to go in. I'm thinking morbid thoughts. Be here by 5? Alright, see you. Thanks, Neural. See you. A click on the other end shuts the phone. To be ready on call is part of the job, so you routinely stretch and pick out the usual work attire. Your funeral home doesn't have a uniform, but the usual formula is a white or black formal top, black bottoms, and sometimes a black outer. After making sure you look presentable, you walk to the funeral home. Girl walks everywhere. The lobby is bathed in a comfortable glow, as always. It's a quiet day today, and a glance at the schedule board tells you that there's only one wake for later that day. Hey, hi Ash. He's coming in a few minutes. Papers are signed, and the family is in room 2. Why does it seem like maybe I might know this dude? It seems so ominous. She passes you a thin folder filled with the deceased's information and copies of the signed consent papers in a plastic bag. Inside it is a wedding ring. Aww. A thick silver band with a radiant blue gem nestled in the middle. The fiancé wants it to be on the right hand with the matching blue tie. Aww. Your heart clenches with hurt, a fleeting feeling you have learned to gently brush off in these moments. You head over to the prep room halls connected to the garage for easy transport of the bodies. As most morticians you know do, you play music to fill the silence. I wonder what kind of music. You spend a quick read of the documents and don a pair of gloves and a simple protective gown for the transfer. It doesn't take long for the transfer team to arrive. From the back of the van, they move the cot into the prep room and move the body bag to the metal prep table. They leave and you're left alone once more. You put on protective equipment from head to toe. The soft whir of exhaust in the walls and the feeling of the rubber mask against your nose bridge. You know it all. Check the identification and papers. Open the body bag. Disinfect. and start embalming. This situation has played out 100 times. Yet, every person carries a different life in their body. A life you buy time for, even just for a few moments longer. Under the lights of the morgue, the silver ring gleams quietly. A few hours later, the young man's body is embalmed and casketed. You clean up and take a moment to rest in the break room. It's late at night now, but you can't idle for too long. It's time to meet the family. You enter the second waiting room, the one Ash told you they were in, and every head swivels to face you. A father, a mother, and fiance. Hello, my name is Neural. My deepest condolences on your loss. You recite the usual introduction and invite them to your office for further discussions. You talk about tomorrow's viewing, a funeral on the same day, and other things that need to be settled. Deep sorrow soaks their face. I could never. In the valleys of their frown, you can still imagine how they would look like normally. The deceased has his mother's nose and his father's eyes. You've seen many ways grief takes from people. This is one of the times when it takes their voice. Either there is nothing much to be said anymore, or too much was left unsaid. The parents mostly do the talking, with the fiancé occasionally giving her input regarding what the deceased preferred. Colors, style, and even decoration. You wonder, quietly, if those came up in discussion of their wedding. Oh, that'd be morbid. Miss Neural? Yes. Did you put the ring on his finger? I did. And the tie? Yes. I'll take you to see him after this. She looks down, fists shaking on her knees. Both of the parents eye her with immense pity. The mother rubs comforting circles on the younger woman's back. Oh my gosh. It's described in such detail that it's so, somber and I feel like I am there. The music fits so perfectly. It's not too sad. It's got a melody to it. So it's not too depressing, but it's also kind of light. It's a sad hopefulness. It's somber. Blue was his favorite color. It reminds him of the sky. He works himself to the bone. He's been sleep deprived and would forget if he's taken his medication or not. I tried making trackers and reminding him, but he was so tired that he didn't even look at the bottles carefully. It's not fair. He didn't even get to see the ring. It was supposed to be a surprise for each of us. There's so many things I didn't get to say. So many. Her fragile voice breaks into agonizing sobs, grabbing the mother's shoulders to cry upon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I didn't get to make him happy enough. The mother chokes back a sob, stroking her hair. The father's jaw tightens, red eyes holding back immense grief. Even after seeing such an expression countless times, please don't say that, kid. You knew him better than anyone. You were the love of his life. It doesn't get much easier. Jeez. You look up at the night. Beyond the stark white lights of the morgue, the warm afternoon skies often darken without you noticing. Your body shivers a little under the chill. A heavy sigh escapes your lips. No matter how heavy the day was, you always try to make sure to relax before you go to bed. That's good. Today is no different. I wonder what she does to relax. And yet, you can't shake off its lingering hurt. What does it feel like to be loved like that? You lean on the wall near the funeral home door, looking through your notifications. The memory of Chow makes your heart plead a little. You want to see him again soon. Right now. Romantic gestures, rides home, and good company. He's been very sweet to you. While you're sure he knows of your mutual affections, you want to know he's on your mind just as much. If you're free this week, can I see you again? You've barely exited the chat room when a new notification dings. Yes, of course. That's so cute. The miss text. The text bubbles on the left side appear and disappear for a while. He doesn't know quite what to say. And a soft smile rests on your features. It's so crazy that I'm feeling so cute about this to-be couple when I know he is crazy obsessed with her. And not in a good way. I can show you our new project tomorrow if you want. Special sneak peek. I have a viewing tomorrow. Maybe the day after? Sure. Then we can have dinner at my place? Yes, I'll drop by in the afternoon when I'm off. Voice crack. Want me to pick you up? No, it's fine. You should focus. I'll text you when I get there tomorrow. See you. A weight has been lifted from your mind. Life goes on no matter what. Before walking home, you give your phone a last glance. See you, Neural. Get home safe. Heart. 2 days later. A weekend never stops this city from its thrum of life. Cars pass by, and people mill to and fro. You walk in the towering doors of the Colvin Museum of National History, with its marbled floors and sophisticated air. I'm here! High ceilings stretch above you, and a mezzanine offers a peek at glass displays lined in an open hallway facing where you stand. I don't even know what that means. Compared to the last time you were here, you get a chance to inspect the building's classical architecture more. It reminds you of the vibe of your own workplace. You hear the loud echo of shoes on tiles before you hear his voice. Neural! Chow's rushing strides halt in front of you. Soft hair falls across his face as he catches his breath. Hello. Sorry, I ran from... The man is paler than usual, and you don't fail to notice the faint shadows under his eyes. Still, his smile is as radiant as ever, all teeth and blush. You can't help but grin. I'm grinning. Hi, Chow. Hi. He feigns a cough and straightens, reaching into the pocket of his jacket. Oh, what do you have for me? A mint? From it, he procures a thin card attached to a metal tag. Oh, I thought I thought he was going to show me my old key card. That would have been crazy. May I? You nod. And he carefully attaches the guest tag to your clothes. Also, you're not allowed to visit the archival room anymore, since your collaboration contract with Colvin has ended. I tried convincing my manager, but it didn't work. Sorry. Completely fine, I understand. What's your secret project then? It's the museum's anniversary soon. For every wing, the main team of curators will get a curator's choice exhibition. What will you be showing? I don't know yet. We're still planning the main installation right now. Let's go. You fall into step with Chow. Various visitors bring the place to life, their appearances telling a story of their own. Are you on the clock, Chow? I don't want to intrude. I am, but don't worry. Our schedules on this project today are flexible. We need to see fresh faces every once in a while anyway. We? The curation team. I'll introduce you to them right now. I didn't say I want to meet anybody. I wanted to just be me and you, Chow. Me and you. Forever. Until you, kill me or something. A silent comfort accompanies the rest of the walk. It doesn't take long before the milling visitors turn to an area with tagged employees and various construction materials stacked and scattered around. Nestled at the end of a hall, Chow opens a door. It opens to a well-lit workspace with several large tables laid out. There are papers, binders, tools, and a variety of things on the shelves around. There are 5 people dressed out of uniform, but all look right at home in the artistic mess of the room. Before you can say anything, a familiar face calls out. Oh, Neural, you're here. She walks over and takes your hand, guiding you to the tiny crowd peppered around a big rectangular table. Some are standing over sketches on parchment paper, and some are sitting around. They all turn to look back and forth between you and Chow. Is it weird? Why are you looking at us like that? Everyone, meet Neural. She's the one who handled Jane's funeral back then. I'm just gonna have a normal voice now in case that was very annoying for Geraldine. A middle-aged woman with long blonde hair smiles widely. She's wearing a colorful summer dress. Ooh, I want to see. I remember you. I'm Tay. Nice to meet you. Pierre. Evans. I remember you too. I'm guessing they remember from the funeral. The last person, a brunette, idly scrolls their phone, not noticing that it's their turn. Tay gently nudges them. Huh? You look like a rude Gen Z. I don't like that look you're giving. Oh, sorry. Sarah. They give you an acknowledging nod and go back to scrolling. So there's Tay, Pierre, Evans, and Syra. Nice to meet you all. I almost said y'all. I'm so used to combining you and all from, where I live. It might be more widely used, but I know in the South that's a very common thing to say, y'all. Chow said you were here to look around. Yeah, I came here from work. You must be tired then. Sit. You catch Chow grinning at you, seemingly grateful that Geraldine is handling the social introductions for him. A set of heavy footsteps resounds in the hallway, and the door opens. Wouldn't it be crazy if it was actually Miss Avery that showed up? An older man with thick-rimmed glasses and a blue shirt peeks into the room. His back is as straight as his immaculate tie. Taylor, Xiaojing, can you two help me check 203? Sure. Oh, okay. That's Joshua, our manager. Sorry, is it okay if I leave you for a few minutes? I mean, yeah, like literally do your job. If I was showing somebody around my job, I work at a library. I don't know if that's too much information to give, but if I'm showing somebody around my job, a friend or a love interest, whatever, and somebody like I'm on call, I'm on the job, right? And my manager is like, hey, Neural, I need to see you. I'm not gonna be like, do you mind if I go see my manager? I'd be like, okay, I have to go see my manager now. Like, I wouldn't say like aggressive, but I would just be like, okay, I'll be back. You want to wait? If you don't want to wait, I'll see you later. Like, is it okay? What if she said no, Chow? Now, granted, knowing Chow's an insane stalker freak, if I said no, he might actually like kill the manager or something. It's okay, don't worry, Chow. He shoots you an apologetic smile and reluctantly heads for the door. He is so cute, though. The older man eyes you and Chow curiously. Much to your relief, conversation seems to flow with these curators. They're currently making a collection plan for one of the anniversary displays. They even ask you about your work, and you happily answer their curiosities. But at some point, you settle on listening to their discussion, occasionally throwing a glance to another person who's been quiet this entire time. I bet it's that Sarah girl staring at her phone still. Hey, get off social media. Get off TikTok. I know that's what you're scrolling. Sarah's no longer on their phone, but they keep stealing glances at you too. What? What do you want? Does she have a crush on Chow? Is this a rivalry? The others seem engrossed in their conversation and won't overhear. It won't hurt to talk, right? I would be going up and talking to them, but that's because I'm not super social. Hi. They look up in vague alert. Hi. You're Sarah, right? Is it Sarah or Syra? I think it's Sarah? I'll say Sarah. I think it's supposed to be Sarah. Yeah. Just as your nerves want to make you back out of this conversation, Sarah shifts on their seat. I thought the Jane Avery job was done. Excuse you. I am here of my own volition outside of the Avery job. You do not need to be sarcastic. Take a seat. She's already taken a seat, but like take more seats. Stand up and go take another seat somewhere. And then stand up and take another seat away from me. Yeah, weeks ago. I'm just here to look around. Oh, are you a curator too? I would not be delving this deep. I am. We all are. Get over yourself. Something is poised on the edge of her lips, but when they keep it, the conversation lulls again. But when they keep it... Oh, maybe like something they want to say. ... Are you Chow's girlfriend or something? None of your business. Huh? No, not yet. Ooh. But we are, seeing each other. I would be saying all this. Your response seemed to further agitate the gears in their mind. A slender finger is brought to their lips, bitten by habit. What do you think of him so far? Okay, when she asked this, I wonder if she knows Chow's kind of crazy and she wants to warn me. Because it seems like if she was into Chow and was getting like jealous, she wouldn't be asking what I think of him. Their tones suggest a meager attempt at feigned tease. The tension in their eyes says something else. Tension. Okay, yeah, I think she might be trying to warn me. What do you choose to see? Oh, I like to go the route of they want to tell me something because that was my first thought. So I'm going to do they want to tell me something. And then we'll come back and we'll do they're jealous. It might lead us to the same point, but we'll see. Jealousy suggests itself in your mind, but your heart says otherwise. Yeah, because I'm smart. Ooh, the ominous music again. The way they stared at Chow wasn't desire. And the way they look at you now isn't envy, it's fear. Why? Chow's very kind, he's sweet, and we have a lot in common. I haven't known him for that long, though. What do you think about him? Your tone is casual, as if trying not to drive away a skittish animal. They slightly release the tension in their shoulders at your curiosity. Not much. I'm not close to him either. But they look at you intently, albeit with a conflicted expression, gauging your reaction. Something wants to be spoken. You just have to react properly. Do you dislike him? They let out a sigh from a breath both of you have been holding. Not sure if it's dislike, more like he's... Their hand travels from their lips to their hair, looking up at you as a final reassurance. Yeah, you can tell me. I like him, of course. But if there's something I need to know, then I'd like to know. Gosh, I am so... This MC... Sometimes I'm reading a book, right? This isn't just me, this is all of us. And the MC is so stupid. Or she chooses to ignore or not ask about the obvious, which I think reflects real life and people. However, it is always so refreshing to have a situation like this. And of course, the other option is that I assume it's jealousy, which is, you know, me getting ahead of myself. But I like this route where I'm like, okay, if you work with him, right? It doesn't seem like you're jealous. I'm getting a feeling that you're trying to warn me about something. I like him, but, you know, let me know. I like that it's not necessarily honesty. It's more like not rational. It's realistic. I feel like both are realistic, but this just seems maybe more mature. Another sigh, this time defeated, and their posture falls into that of a more relaxed one. Before you panic, nah, it's not about him messing around with other people. My Chow. In fact, this is the first time he's ever introduced us to anyone. We all know a lot of our visitors and staff like him, but he always says no to date offers. Probably been waiting for me. All the more reason why I want you to know this, since you're the first to make him swoon or whatever. And I don't want to be seen as some gossip, so keep this between us. I'm starting to respect you more, Sarah. You nod as calmly as you can, despite your curiosity on the breaking point. They scratch the back of their head awkwardly. From the start, I've always thought something was off about that guy, but I have no idea what. He's nice and everyone likes him. I thought it was just me, low-key, being an asshole. Until, well, one time during a super rainy week, some of the staff rooms in our wing got moisture damage. Some of the tiles popped up due to the poor installation. It toppled stuff from some tables. We all have shared offices like this one, but since Chad was overseeing a big event at the time, he and some others were each temporarily given private rooms. The day the construction workers were announced to come, the staff that was on shift at the time were instructed to help move things to other rooms. One of the tiles that popped was the room Chow was using. It was unlocked, so I just started picking things up. There were several broken tiles, and some stuff was strewn on the floor. There's this one notebook, and Sarah's monotone, slightly detached tone starts to shift. Noticeable discomfort surfaces and the way their fingernails get bitten once again. There was, pictures of people. Dead people. Dost thou mean dead like a dead famous person that I'm just doing art of? Or a person who is lying dead in a dead state? Two different things. Although I think I know which one it is. What? I know, this is wrong, but I opened the book to make sure I wasn't seeing things. I wasn't. There were even more notes on various botanical and human anatomies. I don't know if it's some true crime geek shit or like some movie screenshots or something. But his face, when he saw me, he's probably just mad I went through his stuff, I don't know. I said sorry and he said that it was just personal studies. Photos from the internet and friends in some fields. Oh, I guess thank goodness I wasn't in there. That I shouldn't worry, but promise I won't tell anyone. He told me and I'm thankful. But I think both of us were like freaked out. We're still friends and we pretend it never happened, but it gets kind of awkward if it's just the two of us. I'd feel awkward too if I saw some really sus drawings and this person was like overly upset. I mean, I can understand them being upset because it's their privacy that you're looking through. But like, there's a difference between what are you doing? And like, apparently Chow was like a different side of him. Seeing you here made me remember it. You see the concern and conflict in Sarah's eyes. Their heavy sigh brings you back to the present. That's it. I have a feeling you're holding more back. All right, what happened? You're free to do whatever you want about him, whatever it is. I don't want to be involved. And don't tell him I told you. And if you already know about his hobbies, let's pretend we never had this conversation. Hobbies as in drawings or other things? No, I did it, but he does show interest in learning more about my field. Maybe it's that. Thanks for telling me anyway. Yeah, thanks. I have a different view of you. You still were kind of a brat, but thanks. I think he's telling the truth. Sarah eyes you with something else this time, and you know what it is. You give it almost every day. Pity. Oh, not the pity. Ah, not the pity. Ah. If there's doubt in your words, do they notice? And if your voice needs an echo of reassurance, will they give it? Well, good luck. You swallow thickly. Did you hear me swallow thickly? You return to paying attention to the others, and Sarah does the same. A few minutes pass, and the room door opens again. Chow pops from the hallway, followed by Tay. We're back. They join the table to look over the various sketches. Pierre angles his laptop to show Chow an article he's been poring over. What do you think of our plans, Neural? It's cool. I can't wait to see it. You should come. We curators will have our own space too. I look forward to it every year. Chow told me about that. What exactly do you show there? Anything, as long as it fits on the stand. We can get a little competitive over it. We being him, by the way. The man jokingly punches the other on the arm. You laugh, reminded of you and Ash. For us botany wing citizens, we choose to present a botany-related item of our choice, as long as it has a collection value. It can be simple, like your favorite dried flower specimen, or something like rare volcanic soil. Oh, that's cool. I think it's cool. Sarah leans forward to add to the discussion. Pretending some conversations never happened is an expertise to them, it seems. Good for you, Sarah. She looks like she can keep secrets. Like she was telling me because she was like, I sense this dude is crazy and I'm bored, but like, hey, I could do a good deed, right? But she seems like she would actually keep a secret if somebody asked her to. And she wasn't worried that they might be a psychopath. You can decorate the displays, make them conceptual, like art installations. The director loves contemporary stuff like that. Visitors and press love it too. Do you know what you'll be choosing this year, Sarah? Not yet, but I want seeds or fruits. Their expression vaguely softens when talking to Geraldine. Aww. Oh, are you going for a morphology concept? Nah, personal antidote. You should try coffee beans, since you drink that stuff every day. He said that stuff like it's some kind of, like it's a drug. Good idea. Thanks. The conversation continues. You listen with rapt attention, slowly becoming fond of this little team and their colorful personalities. Not long after, Chow puts a hand on your shoulder. Ew. It's getting late. Do you want to now? Do you want to now? I'm guessing it was supposed to say, do you want to go now? Sure. To your place, right? Oh, I didn't know that. I'll cook you dinner. I just bought the ingredients this morning. Adorable young love. Have fun, you two. Thanks, Geraldine. Thank you. The rest of the team exchange cheeky smiles with each other. Tay covers her mouth to stifle a giggle. Only Sarah winces. Eesh. You bid your thanks and goodbyes to the team, while Chow takes his bag from a nearby shelf. So, what do you think of the team? Hey, they're pretty cool. They seem cool. That Sarah girl seems cool. So, like, what happened? She, like, looked through some of your pictures? Did that anger you? I'd ask that to try to see if I can get a glint of that other side of Chow. They're smart and funny. I see how you fit right in. Thank you. I'm glad you came. A soft smile graces your face. Despite the wide berth the museum halls give you, your shoulders are almost touching, comfortable in each other's presence. Aww, shoulders touching. I wonder if they're gonna grasp hands soon. And I'm glad you brought me along. His smile gives you a warmth you never knew you needed. This dude is actually legitimately dying on the inside. Like, he is going insane. If I sit on a couch, when I leave, he is going to face plant into the seat and take a big whiff. Like, anything I touch. The spoon I carry for the spaghetti he makes me, he's not going to wash it. And he's going to be using that spoon because it still has my essence on it. Bet. His smile gives you a warmth you never knew you needed. Chow gives you a ride on his motorcycle. Cool afternoon air brushes against your cheek, and your arms wrap themselves around his waist. It doesn't take long to reach his house, located not far from the museum. Oh, this looks nice. You can put your shoes here and sit in the living room. I'm going to wash my face first. Just a minute. Why you gotta wash your face? He's making an excuse to go in there and absolutely squeal and jump up and down with how excited he is. Get down on his knees and pray to God and thank him for what is happening right now. An array of keychains rings loudly as he drops his messenger bag to the sofa. You're starting to like that sound. You sit on a small stool by the door, taking off your shoes while taking in the surroundings. I wonder if she's going to find his notebook. It's a simple house fit for 2 people. The curtains are drawn, and the living room is accentuated by warm, ambient lighting, giving it a relaxing feel. A faint rosy smell dances in the air, coming from 2 bottles of reed diffusers. Some potted plants tastefully decorate the area. You're quite surprised that Chow doesn't have more. Honestly, he seems like the guy to kind of not have a lot. Like, maybe he would have a ton of plants around his house, but not a lot of other stuff. A random jacket is strewn on the back of the sofa, and there are lots of decorations on the flat surfaces. Souvenirs, trinkets, and statuettes. Did I say that right? It's a little cluttered, but still clean and tasteful. You sit on the sofa, observing the various patterns on the pillow covers. Before you could dwell on it, Chow emerges from the bathroom, his face slightly flushed with several baby hairs stuck to his forehead. I like that she noticed the baby hairs. It's the most relaxed look you've seen on him so far. You laugh softly. Your face is still dripping wet. The back of his hand shoots up to wipe his face flushing further. The back of his hand shoots up to wipe his chin, face flushing further. I'm a little too excited. I don't get guests often. Really? Yeah, I kind of like to keep my space to myself. I like your company more, though. You're welcome anytime, Neural. I bet I am. Smooth. What? I mean it. A gentle laugh blooms on your face. I know. Me too, Chow. I'm relieved. He's probably like, on the inside, he's probably like, you didn't say I was always welcome at your house, though. He casually drops on the couch next to you, leaving a small gap between. Oh, he looks cute from this angle. Hi, Chow. Hi. What do you think of my place? It's really nice. I thought you'd have more plants around, though. They're mostly in the garden, as you saw. I also have my own room for personal collections. Can I see? What collection? I like to have my own little curation of specimens, live or dead. I usually preserve them myself. When you say dead and when you say specimens, can a girl get some examples? And what do you do with them? To your curiosity, his smile grows, bringing color to his fair cheeks. Depends. I can keep, sell, or do my own research. Expand, brother, expand. His voice trails at the end, and you almost miss the sudden, minuscule tension in his gaze. So you study them and stuff? Still with a soft smile that now doesn't reach his eyes, he measures you with his gaze. I study a lot of different things. Child, the tension, it's like actually getting kind of weird in here. I think I left my oven on. I think I have to go check on my oven. My stove. It was really nice though. Maybe I'll show you one day. I don't like the sound of this. It was fast, but you felt it. Something odd in your gut. For a split second, you look at him with an indiscernible expression, and he to you with rapt attention, as if wanting to capture your every reaction. He does. He absolutely does. It doesn't last long before his usual demeanor returns. Any other things you're curious about? You brush off whatever that prior feeling was. The brand of these Reed diffusers. They smell amazing. I made them. Your mouth makes an O shape. And Chow chuckles gently. He shifts closer to you. Okay, Chow. Smooth. What kind of fragrance do you like? I like the smell of you. This one is nice. Okay, I'll make you one then. Really? You don't have to. I want to. I'll tell you when it's done. Gosh darn it, you're so charming. I hate it, because I know there's something wrong with you. Goodness. And that look he's giving me. Huh. Thank you. No problem. Speaking of, I've always wondered. Yes? Is he about to ask about like my job? Because please don't bring up the mortician thing. Please. No death talk right now. He just had to go there. What do dead bodies smell like? He says every word carefully, judging your expression. When he realizes you're unfazed, he seems to be pleased. I should be fazed. Oh, actually I should be keeping it together so he doesn't get suspicious that I'm suspicious of him. It's quite pleasing to you too, being able to satiate his request. What? There's no exact smell. Fresh bodies can smell differently based on how they passed away, lifestyle, and other factors. I've heard they smell sickly sweet. Where did you hear that from? I have a feeling you looked that up on Google or something, or on Bing. He seems like he uses Bing over Google. Yeah, usually there's this undertone of thick, sweet scent. At least for me. And after they're embalmed, it smells like chemicals. We use other things to lessen it though. Such as? Oh, you're asking for a lot of detail, man. There's this chemical in embalming fluid called benzaldehyde. We use those as a deodorizing agent. Oh, and sometimes the families of the deceased would hand over things like perfume they used to wear when they were still alive. Man, I bet the smell of that like formaldehyde or whatever it was in the perfume is an odd mixture. I bet it does not smell good. Probably like mothballs. I see. In his rosy eyes, the low light of the room mirrors itself. A reflection of warmth you crave. So opposed, yet so similar to the cold. Quiet glint of surgical lights on a wedding ring. A wedding ring? You think once more about the man you embalmed a few days ago and his weeping fiancé. Blue was his favorite color. It reminded him of the sky. Chow? What's your favorite color? White. Well, you're not really wearing any white. That's crazy. Really? What did you think it was? I don't know. Pink? I thought it would be pink or green. Because my hair is pink? Yeah, and your favorite jacket is green. You wear black all the time, too. It's a dress code! I'm not even gonna try to laugh. It's gonna sound bad. Then what's your favorite color? Whoa, that's a lot of options. My favorite color is green, so we're gonna go with green. Good choice. My bedroom walls are green. It makes for good ambiance. What are you trying to suggest, Chow? Wait, why did he say it like that? Was that supposed to be flirting? Or... You can't read his expression. Just answer anything normal and calm now. Of course the plant lover would say that. It's good nonetheless. Why'd you ask? You tell him the events of last week with the fiance and ring. Oh gosh, he's probably like getting off on that or something. Getting a thrill from it. I can't imagine how she feels. Me neither. An indiscernible expression with the hold of his gaze. He rests his head back and looks up to the ceiling, deep in thought. I bet his hair just looks so silky. Like, I just want to put my hands through it. Admittedly, Chow isn't as easy to read as he seems. But in times like this, it's as if you can hear the gears in his head turning. Before you realize it, a small laugh escapes your lips. His head turns, pink hair falling across his cheek. Huh? Why are you laughing? Nothing. Hey, the way he straightens makes you laugh even more. And even he can't resist a grin. You look so serious when you think. I mean, who doesn't? I do. Yeah. Like this. I'm guessing the ... is me giving an explanation of how serious. Let me do a serious look. Wait, no. I think it's more like ... He laughs freely at your attempt of mimicry. It's a sound you're grateful to hear often lately. You look thoughtful, I guess. Just say dumb, it's okay. I would never. The two of you continue to laugh and have small talk until Chow glances at the clock. I have to start cooking before it gets too late. I'll help. You stand, but Chow puts his hand on your shoulders, slowly sits you back on the sofa. I can sit down by myself though. You're my guest. You should relax. Okay, but like I can't just stay in the kitchen and talk with you while you cook? Sounds like a nice time to me. I'll turn the TV on. You can watch anything you like, or... He opens one of the drawers in the living room and hands you a thick album. It looks crisp and well made. My recent personal collection. Been working on it for a few months now. It's an herbarium album filled with various pressed plants. Leaves and flowers curl flatly on the pages like paintings. In the corners lay small descriptions, handwritten by Chow. I bet he has nice handwriting. Oh, wow. He beams at your attention. Oh, he is just eating all this up. I would not be surprised if he had cameras in here so that he could just rewatch this interaction. I have more in the drawer. Feel free to see, but please open them carefully. What if I find something else in this drawer he forgot to remove? You nod dutifully. Eyes still fixated on the pages. Footsteps recede with him to the kitchen. Carefully, you turn every page, examining the pale array of organic shapes. You can make out the colors: green, red, yellow, and so much more. Chow's handwriting is crisp and consistent. He lists off the plant's name, date, and location of acquisition, and some other things you don't understand. I want to know what were those things that I don't understand. As you reach the end of the filled pages, a familiar blossom appears between your fingers. That death flower, the heart's undertaker, dated a few weeks prior. Its pale petals and dark stem lay like an ink drawing on the paper. The only splash of color is the faded but apparent natural splatter of pink. Dried and darker than its living counterpart, it reminds you of venous blood. No other entries after that. Curiosity wells in you, urging you to check the drawer for more. It seems that the albums age ever so slightly as the stack goes down. Make sense? You gently take off the ones at the top and take the album at the very bottom. It's not old, still sturdy and clean. The label on the cover dates back several years. Ooh, what are we about to find out? You open it from the middle only to find that it's a photo album, not a herbarium. I know I'm saying that wrong. Herbarium? Herbarium? Ominous music. Oh, Jane Avery! Jane Avery! A posed photo of Chow, Jane Avery, and a man you don't recognize. Chow. I wonder if he wanted me to find out though. He probably has no plans of making dinner. I am his dinner. Chow is slightly younger, and it looks like a formal event of sorts. You squint at the repeating patterns on the backdrop. It's a convention from 3 years ago. A long shot from the one last year he has claimed to know Jane from the museum. There are other pictures of Chow and people that you don't know, but something pulls you to that photo only. She's wearing heavy makeup. Again, your mind draws itself to her lifeless body. You keep remembering it so vividly, the memory seared to your mind. Oh, is she about to get revealed? You think of anything you can recall. Black hair, pale skin, sunken eyes, and a pink birthmark-like color to her cheeks, covered by makeup. Is it burns? There's nothing new you can think of. You return the volume to the drawer. When Chow said you could see his albums, he probably meant the ones containing his plants, not him. I mean, how am I supposed to know? They all look the same. You return to the sofa and take a look at the herbarium albums. After your curiosity is satiated, you peek into the kitchen. There, Chow stands with an apron tied to his waist. I bet he looks great in an apron. Rhythmic clacks follow the blade of his knife, backgrounded by piano instrumentals coming from his phone. Chow, can I use your bathroom? Is she gonna go snooping? Yes, it's at the end of the hall. You make your way to the door. His bathroom is clean and simple. You do your business quickly. The various items on the sink catch your eye as you wash your hands. The hand soap bottle is cactus shaped. Oh, that's cute. And the face wash brand he uses is foreign. You can't help but look at other things too. A familiar bottle of body soap catches your eye. The signature bottle shape and smell. It's the same brand and variant you use. Either he found the smell from being close to me or he's been in my house. He broke into my house and then got the same bottle and is probably sniffing it whenever he gets in the shower and is like, it reminds me of her. It looks barely used, unlike the other bottle. This one must be his daily soap. Oh, his shampoo is a 2-in-1. ... Let's just go back. You exit the bathroom and notice the door next to it. You didn't realize before. It's the same color as the other doors in his house. But upon closer inspection, you notice how it's made of a different material, similar to something that would be found in a lab, hospital, or morgue. It also has a key scanner. Why? In your house? That's weird. Wouldn't you just have a door that has a specific lock on it? Why is it like a lab? That's weird. Still wondering, you head straight for the kitchen. Can I watch you cook? Come in. Did you like the album? Yes. Did you really gather it all yourself? Some of them. The rest I got from other people. Oh. You lean on an empty counter, observing Chow's cooking. Wanting to make more small talk, you mention the first thing that comes to mind. What's the door next to the restroom, girl? I wouldn't even ask about it. I would not mention it. Chow's hand pauses for a slight second before resuming. He smiles, only a little. That's a secret. If you want to see it, you have to ask the right questions. Again, I think I left my stove on. I need to go check. The right questions? Yes, I'll be waiting for you to figure it out. Oh man. This is some Joker type stuff. He doesn't elaborate and you're too puzzled to ask. Puzzled and intrigued. This is a challenge. It's not a challenge I want to try. You make a mental note on these right questions. I'm making chicken and vegetable stir fry. Sounds good. Mom says if I ever have someone over, I should cook them this because it'll make me look capable. It'll make me look capable. So I hope I don't disappoint. I know you won't. You talked about family before. Chow's an only child, and his parents live in another city. Lies. But they still keep in touch. But that's about all he's willing to say. Yeah, because it's lies. The man moves smoothly to slice another bok choy. Before, you've only seen him in professional settings. The meeting at the cafe, the days at the funeral home, and him basically giving you a tour of his workplace. But this side of him was new. Cooking in his house with a serenade, relaxed as you've ever seen him before. Also, I'm sorry, but I accidentally opened your photo album. Why are you admitting this? Why? I would not be admitting this. It's like, are you trying to test this man? You're poking the bear. I closed it immediately, but I figured I should at least apologize, you liar. Oh, it's okay. I think I misplaced it. See anything curious? Yeah, I saw your lies. I did, actually. I only saw it for a split second, but I think I saw Miss Jane. Oh, I wonder if he's about to gaslight me. You said you've known her for barely a year, but that picture was from years ago. Chow blinked several times, attention still on the cutting board. You wonder if you've crossed the line. Ah, the one from the conference, right? My bad, I was trying to remember. Yeah, it was an art conference a few years ago. We didn't know each other back then, but I took the picture because my friend told me to. Oh, doesn't even sound like a believable lie. He knew who she was, but was too embarrassed to be the only one asking for a photo. It's not a good lie, Chow. I think I'm gonna smell it from a mile away. It's printed because it's a free photo booth from the event. My curiosity wants me to choose there's something more. But my gut says to leave it be. But I'm pretty sure these just lead me to two other endings. Because of my curiosity, and because I've already asked him so far, we'll see if there's more. Your gut is telling you something, and you want to listen. You think Chow is telling the truth, but not the whole story. I mean, low-key, it's not really your business. You're acting like y'all are deep in a relationship right now. This is still early stages. You nod non-committally. After a while, dinner is served. You eat it a bit too fast for your liking out of excitement, the warmth and rich flavor melting in your mouth. Tell your mom she's right. Will do. I actually grew herbs when I was little. Used to cook it with her. Have you tried that before? Growing stuff? I did, but it kept dying on me. For real. I agree. I can have a plant that needs basically no water and it will still die. I had plants, I was consistent for about a week, and then I would look at them and I'm like, I know I should water it. The sink is right between me and the plant because the plant is by the window getting sun, right? All I had to do was put water in the planter and pour it in the plant that was right in front of me, and I still would not do it until that thing died. Utter laziness and just me losing interest. What was it? Basil. He gapes in disbelief, causing your cheeks to redden. What's so wrong about basil? I was 6. Fine, I'll give you a pass. I'm sorry, what about basil is so weird? If you're interested in picking it up again, you know who to call. Geraldine? No. You and Chow continue the pleasant conversation during dinner, even until you wash the dishes. He insists on doing it himself too, but you manage to insist harder, saying it was the least you can do. It is. Chow's slender figure leans on the counter, a smile perpetually gracing his face. He is in heaven right now, while watching you manage the sink. Even with his usual calm demeanor, one can tell he's giddy. There's a pep that changes his graceful gestures. This is the first and last time you're allowed to wash dishes at my place. Oh, am I messing it up? Let's see about that. You shoot him a grin, but his words leave a warm feeling in your heart, as if it's a given that you'll be coming over again next time. I hope it is, you think. Nighttime arrives. I wonder if there's gonna be a situation where I end up spending the night. And that's when things get freaky. Nighttime arrives sooner than expected, and you bid your temporary goodbyes to Chow's house. He gives you a ride home despite the distance. The night air is cool on your skin. Oh, I guess not. In Chow's typical gentlemanly manner, he escorts you to the door of your apartment. Good night, Neural. Thank you for today. Chow, thank you. I have some odd suspicions about you. You've done some weird stuff. I've seen some weird stuff. I get a weird feeling about you. Somebody told me some weird things about you, but like it was still nice. I cannot deny. Thank you. I should be the one thanking you. I had a lot of fun. Me too. I hope it's not too presumptive if I were to call it a date. Of course not. It's a date to me too. Triumphantly, he lets out a cheerful laugh, betraying nothing to the late time of day. I'm glad. See you again soon, Neural. Despite his words, he shuffles, as if not wanting to leave yet. You look at each other in the empty hall. Are we gonna kiss? Hug? There is adoration in his eyes. Oh, it's beyond adoration. One date, in my opinion, is too early for a kiss. That being said, we've been texting back and forth. We've had great conversation. This is obviously going somewhere. I'll let him kiss me. Chow leans forward as he puts one hand on your cheek and the other on the side of your arm. His touch is gentle, careful, judging your every response. You close your eyes and feel his lips meet yours. It's soft, just like how you expected it to be, and all those times your eyes have wandered in silence. Ooh. Your arms circle his neck, and he goes in for another kiss. Oh! Deeper and stronger. You can feel the increasing tremor of his hands, and you pull away slightly. Oh, he is actually genuinely going insane. Like, he did not think this would happen. He is not nervous. He is just trying to contain his excitement and having so much trouble. Oh! It's so creepy when they do the skipping. Ah! Are you okay? No, don't go. The hand on your arm travels to the other side of your face, cupping it completely. In this distance, just a breath away from another kiss, you can see the crazed look under his lashes. Crazed? Where his eyes usually harbor collected confidence. In its place is something you don't recognize. Ooh, that sounds ominous. Soft fingers stroke your cheek in reverence. He lets out a small sound, like a hitched breath from his parted lips. Oh, this is getting creepy. Your arms slowly drop from his shoulders, but you don't pull away. His expression is like a cracked mask. His mask is dropping. In a sickening way, you're enamored by the sight. ... Chow? Your voice is barely a whisper. Before you can say anything else, he pulls away and gives your cheek a quick peck. Good night, Neural. Oh, he is barely maintaining himself. Dude might have wet his pants. A little too quickly, he turns on his heels and goes back down the hall to the elevator. I didn't expect that. For a few moments, you school your breathing in the desolate hall. You enter your room, ready to wind down for the day. Still hazy, you replay the events of the day. The black and white photo of you and him stares back at you, all smile and teeth. All thanks to a strange request from a businesswoman you don't know. You're intrigued by Chow, and you enjoy his company. There is a deep fondness whenever he appears in your thoughts. Caught in the crossroads of desire between the undertaker and the curator, those who dedicate themselves to preserving what once was life. Do you really know who he is? Are these thoughts in the back of my head? Okay, stage 3. We're just going to stop it here because the next part is like an hour and 15 minutes, and I don't want a 3-hour long video. I am excited for y'all to see what Chow does next time. He's our crazy pink-haired soft boy, and we love a red flag king. Just kidding, we don't, but it's fun to play games with a red flag king. Like and subscribe. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.